Hey guys, what's up? It's Omar, Zaki here, and today we're going to be breaking down the front flip, which is one of my personal favorite tricks. Hopefully by the end of this tutorial, you guys will have a better understanding of it and can do them yourself. All right, let's check it out. So, first step to getting down a front flip is going to be starting with your basic somersault. Simple, I know, but trust me, it's more important than you may think. So let's go on and get down. Somersault, if you guys don't know what it is, let me demonstrate really quickly. Probably the most important part is having a tight tuck in the somersault, because that's what we want to take and translate into the front flip, okay? So, I squat down, put my arms on the outside of my knees, I reach them out slightly in front of me, and I'm going to tuck my chin into my chest when I'm doing my somersault, okay? And then I'm going to contact the ground at the top of my back, so that way you're not rolling on your neck or your head. That's the biggest part. You want to protect your head and your neck. Okay, so progression 2 for the front flip is learning the punch or the setup going into your front flip. This, in my opinion, is the most difficult part about the front flip. It's not the front flip itself, it's learning how to get into the front flip properly. So that's what I'm going to try to do today to break down for all of you. This is the punch. That right there. Okay, it doesn't look too difficult, but there's a lot more that goes into it than you can see at first glance, okay? So let me break it down. I'm going to start at the end of the punch and work backwards. This is how I've discovered is the easiest way for people to learn it. So you finish both feet together with your hands up above your head. Like when you're going into a front flip, you throw down like that, starting with both hands up above your head, like that, okay? So this is how you're going to land. So just practice doing this. You're going to bend and jump, okay? You want to pretend like you have a basketball in your hands and you're essentially trying to dunk the basketball down like that, okay? So got the basketball in your hands, bend and, okay? Step 1. Now we're going to move back, okay? So when you do the punch, you jump off of one foot and you land on 2 feet, like so. You start on 1 and you land on 2. Just like you're doing a precision jump if you guys do parkour. So I'm going to step into that, so I take 1 step and then I drive my back knee forward like this, and I'm going to land on both feet with my arms above my head. Remember, because we have to land in the next position, which is here. Okay, so let's do that again. I step, drive, land with my arms up like this. Okay? Now, when you land on both your feet, in this position here, you have to feel like an explosion goes off under your feet, okay? So as soon as you land, you boom, your body explodes off the ground. So let me do that from the step. I take my step, jump, boom, and I jump, okay? There can be no pause, no hesitation at all in this position. This is where I found most people lose their power in the front flip. It's like creating a speed bump. If you pause or hesitate at all, you are losing energy. And for this, when you're learning, you need as much energy as possible, okay? Now that we've got that, we're gonna move 1 step back even further. 1, 2, 3, arms go back, up, jump, okay? You can see when I'm trying to break it down, it's a little bit more complicated than it originally seems. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now, good drills that you can do to practice getting height and power on your punch. Practice explosively leave the ground. Let me show you some good drills. You must be the kangaroo. All right, that way you're practicing landing and exploding back up, down and up again, immediately, okay? That's a good drill. Once you've done that, the next most difficult part is going from that position into a tight tuck, where you've got your knees and your shoulders, which allows you to flip fast, okay? So this tuck here is what you want to be in your front flip, okay? It's physics. The tighter your rotation, the tighter your ball, the faster you will rotate. So that's gonna be the next part, getting from this position into this position as fast as possible, okay? So, best drill for this is tuck jumps. Also a great workout. So let me just demonstrate a tuck jump. I'm gonna stand here, jump up, tuck, grab my knees, and untuck really quickly, all right? 1, 2, tuck jump, okay? Try to do a couple of those in a row. I'm gonna look really silly doing this stuff, but all for you guys, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so once you've got the somersault, the punch, and then the tuck jump, try to do a running tuck jump. So you combine the run with the punch setup with a tuck jump, okay? Let me demonstrate. So I would say the front flip is easiest learned inside of a gym with mats and trampolines and a spring floor and a foam pit, but obviously not everybody has access to that kind of stuff. I did learn a front flip outside when I was younger, so it can be done. But if you have access to those facilities, I would recommend using them, because again, when learning something new, it's easy to hurt yourself. The biggest part about the front flip is actually attempting the front flip. Fear factor is huge here. I understand, I had it too, everybody has it, okay? So it is not a bad idea to get comfortable landing on your back and failing, but failing on purpose. It's not a bad idea to fail on purpose. Let me demonstrate. You essentially jump into a somersault and intentionally land on your back. Please be careful with this. Just be careful with it. If you can find a mat at home, a bed mattress, something soft, a pile of cushions to practice doing that, you can get over the fear of going over your head and landing on your back. Once you get that fear out of the way, it's much easier to go about learning the front flip. Okay, but now that we have the somersault, we have the punch, we have the tuck jump, it's time to actually learn how to get into the front flip. Please pay attention here, because this is where it gets very important. So all flipping is science, okay? So if you land your punch and you're about to go into your front flip, if you take your arms and throw them straight down, that is where your body is going. You are going straight into the ground, okay? It looks like that, where you throw your body straight down. I'm gonna demonstrate one just for you guys, because I care about you that much. Okay? I still landed on my feet, remarkably, but that is me plummeting into the ground. That is not how you want to go about this, okay? Because you don't have any height, so you're going to plummet into the ground and land hard on your feet, if you even make it to your feet. Most likely you'll land on your tailbone or your back. That's why we're doing that tuck jump method, so you practice landing and jumping up. The front flip requires height, not just the rotation of flipping and getting into your tuck immediately. You need to have the height. All right, so one more thing about the front flip. When you land the punch and you're going into the front flip here, you have to imagine there is an invisible bar in front of you that you cannot touch. Like you have to dive over the bar, okay? So if you take your arms and throw straight down, you are hitting the bar, and that way you're not doing a front flip properly. Your first motion has to be up, and your body gets in this arc position. See how my body is arched just a little bit? Once you're up, then you can tuck and go into your flip. That way your first motion is up, and then you tuck and flip like that. But if you throw straight at the ground, again, you are not going to get any height. You're gonna plummet into the ground and you will hurt yourself almost indefinitely. So let me try to demonstrate that in slow motion. Okay, so if you combine everything that we've talked about so far, running, speed in the run-up, doing a proper punch where you land like this, arms up, and throwing into your front flip, you will have a pretty good chance of landing it. Let me demonstrate a proper front flip. As you're learning this, please do not get frustrated. The front flip, it is a basic flip, but it is not easy at all, okay? So you have to understand the progression. Do not expect to land this right away. Okay, so that is the front flip in a nutshell. Starting with the somersault, moving on to the punch or the approach, how to get into the front flip, tuck jumps, getting your knees tight into your shoulders so you have a tight tuck, working on getting rid of that fear factor, which is honestly, in my opinion, again, the hardest part, and then working on the front flip and just slowly trying to drill it. Again, if you guys have a gym or a swimming pool or a sand pit anywhere near your house, please use those facilities. They will help greatly. But other than that, if you have any questions about the front flip, things that I missed or forgot to go over, please comment on the video or message me personally. My Facebook is Omar Zaki, or Instagram, Omar Zaki Freerunning. I would love to help you out individually if I can. But other than that, thank you so much for checking out this tutorial. If there are any other tricks that you've seen me do that you want me to do a tutorial on, please let me know and I will do my best to get those tutorials to you guys. All right, again, thank you so much. Omar Zaki, checking out. And here are some cool combos that you can try, including the front flip.